So here we go, everybody. Welcome to Game Day, the show where I get the thoughts from the Coway Army. As you can see, I'm currently in a woods in Kedgegrove. Do not worry, guys. I'm not lost. I'm on my way to Portman Road. Of course, it's FA Cup weekend as Town take on Championship side Rotherham in the third round of the famous competition. Looking forward to this one. I'm interested to see what team news Town will bring. So let's get to the stadium and let's see who's starting. Let's go. Okay, then I'm joined by good old Reese. Always a pleasure, my friend. I spoke to you on a long trip down Exeter. Now we're here back at Portman Road, and the team has dropped, and it is still a strong team. A lot of changes, but your thoughts overall?
To be honest, I didn't expect changes. You've always got to keep an eye out for Plymouth for the weekend.
Yeah.
It's that balancing act between making sure players are fit, but also make sure we're competitive today as well.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that's glad that Burns has been put to the subs as well, because I think the last few weeks he hasn't been in form, and I've been an advocate for saying that Jackson should be there as well. Yeah. Because of course the January window as well, you've got the one go, I think it's on bench today as well.
On bench today, yeah.
So I do expect him to get 20 minutes as well, you know?
Yeah.
I think he will.
I think McKenna's done a really good job in terms of there'll be a few players I'm sure will play an hour, and then like Leif Davis is the one, he's been ill. Greg Lee can come on for him. And you also got Ladapo up front, who's playing against his former side. I'm sure he wants to score a goal today.
Oh, he will for sure, mate, yeah. Yeah, things with McKenna, you can sort of see it throughout the game where they're almost planned substitutions, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like he hit 60 minutes, a certain player will come off, he hit 65, someone else. So he's also getting ahead, which is what we've been missing at times as well with previous managers. We're missing someone who's like the 20th century, you know? Yeah. And now we've got a manager who's pushing us forwards, he's doing the right things in the modern age as well. And I can't see why it can't be our year. Why not?
Mate. Hopefully our year, and hopefully our year to get to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Let's see how we get on. Cheers, Reese.
Legend, mate.
Well. Town are in the hat for the fourth round of the FA Cup for the first time in a long time. Town have beaten Rotherham here 4-1, Championship Rotherham. I'm here with good old Peachy.
Hello.
Peachy, we won the FA Cup game. We're in the fourth round of the hat.
There's a fourth round?
There's a fourth round,
no,
apparently.
behave.
Yeah, but
are you sure?
I am sure, my
don't
friend.
believe you.
Yeah. Unbelievable performance. 4-1 win. Your thoughts?
Oh, it's brilliant. I'll say most games brilliant, but apart from 5 shaky minutes, when that was a penalty for Rotherham. Let's not argue. Kiers just chopped him down, but other than that, we controlled the game, and 4-1 didn't flatter us. And we got 2 penalties. Both penalties, in my opinion, but blue tinted glasses. But no, it's just another brilliant team performance. Like some players came in. Kier was a little bit shaky for the first 5 minutes of the second half, but can't complain. Edmondson was good, and I think Jackson, I like him in like the right wing back, right midfield role. Yeah. Personally, I think he's really good there. And Ladapo got his goal. Great little.
Against his former club?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I like his celebration, by the way. A DJ celebration.
Oh, he loves it, doesn't he? He loves it. Right in front of me, because I had the pleasure of spending the game in the U2 with a certain Mr. Bono. Very good host, by the way. I'd recommend it for anyone.
Yes.
But back on the game, yeah, it was just a brilliant game. I say 4-1 did not flatter us. Yeah. We deserved that game. And I'm going to watch the telly on Monday, and we're in the fourth round.
I'm going to ask this to everyone who's going to be on the game day today. Who do you want in the next round?
Anyone. But a bit controversial, them lot up the road. But I would like a big away day. Like I remember we went to Southampton years ago and we took 6,000. Let's have a big away day and win, obviously.
Yes.
Everton. Yeah, Everton away.
Bring it on.
That must be Mr. Watson.
Let's do it. Sadly, we won't be going to Everton. They're out, Peachy, sorry to say. So no Stuart Watson derby for him. But I'm here with good old Ben Diaf. 4-1 win, mate, in the FA Cup against Rotherham. Your thoughts?
I often get asked by you, Ross, to sum up a certain player or a certain match in 1 or 2 words. If I was to sum up the game today in 2 words, the 2 words are Cameron Humphreys.
Oh, yeah.
Game day, that's it.
Cameron Humphreys.
You could literally just leave it there.
Yeah.
He was just absolutely superb from start to finish. I mean, we were saying he was the best player on the pitch before he scored the goal. Then he tops it off with the goal. And then, I mean, the whole team, I think, he almost led the whole team for a certain point. And then everybody did play well, don't get me wrong. And it got better as we got the second goal on the third. And then, obviously, it's party time. And nice atmosphere in the ground, good attendance for an FA Cup game. Hopefully, if we get through to the fourth round, all those people at home who say they want us a cup run, well, we're on a cup run, lads and girls. And anybody else who identifies in any sort of way, as an Ipswich Town fan, come here to the fourth round game for at home, because the team deserve all of our support at the moment. So If it was me, Ross, you're going to ask the
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
For me, Spurs away would be good
Yeah, beat Pompey
because I know
Stadium,
lots
yeah.
of Spurs fans, and that stadium is fantastic, and we would take a lot of fans. It'd be a great day out. But touching on today again, I thought it's just brilliant because it shows what we can do when a team come out and play. Yeah, Rotherham weren't very good, but it's just so nice to watch us against a team that don't have that low block and can sometimes be so frustrating. And I know fans get frustrated. That's what, I'm not saying it will be, but Plymouth, hopefully, if they come out against us next week, we show what we can do when there's more space to play in. So, fingers crossed, Rotherham were poor, but we were excellent. A perfect day. McKenna got to play the players he wanted to do. He gave minutes to people off the bench, rested the ones he needed to. Perfect day, Ipswich Town, 4-1, happy days.
Love it. Coming up next, I'm joined by two beautiful men. Mike, Bono. Mike's got a burger. How is it? It's okay?
It's good.
It's good. Nice. Big shout out to Cafe Express for the burger. Bono, start with you, my friend.
Hi, Ross.
We're into the fourth round of the FA Cup.
When was the last time we were in the FA Cup fourth round?
14 years ago.
14 years ago. Was that 19... No, it wasn't 1999, was it?
Chelsea away, wasn't it?
2009.
2010, so it's actually 13 years ago.
So-
Unlucky for some. Go on.
What I was going to say, credit
Fewer
to the
lots than
15,000
said,
people that came out today. It's cold, it's wet, it's Rotherham. But what a performance, what a second half as well. I was a little bit of trepidation because of the changes that we made, but we've got a strong squad. I think a lot of players that came in were like for like. Some of the intricate play, I'm just talking because Mike's munching.
Taste is saying exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Some of the interchange between the front three, and that's a word for a Saturday interchange,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, very good.
I'm not talking about Cop Dog. Was absolutely sublime. Ladapo's hold-up play
Yes.
and distribution. For people doubting Freddie Ladapo,
Watch that goal.
if there was like a camera just on him today, it would be absolutely
The Dapo Cam.
Ladapu cam. But no, absolutely brilliant. £10 a ticket, fantastic atmosphere. Bluey came and sat with us for a little bit. What more could you want? And two penalties, 2 penos.
3.
And for them, they
For
got
us?
one, didn't they? We had two.
Mike, 2 penos for the town in one game. Brilliant.
Beautiful.
Chaplin and Burns absolutely lashing them home. I mean, what
Oh,
more
I
could
don't know.
we
I didn't
want?
think they were great penalties, really, but
Really?
I didn't think they were right.
They hit the back of the net, didn't they?
They did. Sorry. Okay. All right, boys. So I'm just saying.
We'll get Jackson to take them from now on then.
No.
No, thank you. No, thank you. But overall, though, boys, fourth round. Who do you want in the next round? Who are you fancying?
Norwich away, but they've got to beat Blackburn. They play Blackburn tomorrow.
Yes. Got nods on the back of the camera. Thank you,
Yeah.
Peachy.
Let's go away to Reading.
Bye, Mike.
Newcastle
Bye.
away.
Newcastle
Man U
away. the
away.
kids.
West Ham away. Nice little train journey down
Yeah,
to Newham there.
Liverpool at home. Are they still
Full
in?
hope. Yeah. They played at some point. It's probably tonight. They're playing tonight, so hopefully when you watch this, they're ready through and we get But it's just nice to be in the hat for the fourth round, there, boys.
Absolutely. Shame not to see Masi Luongo today,
Yes.
but
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I came.
was what for Luongo?
Yeah, I thought
you were only
let's
here
get ready,
for
Luongo. Let's get ready, Luongo.
I like
Ready.
that. I like
Steady.
that.
Luongo.
This is good.
Everybody, Luongo.
Future reference,
I was looking for
everybody. Start that whenever he plays next. But boys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. Mike, final word?
What, are we the final pair?
No, just.
You always say final word. Like
don't know.
we're
I
the
think-
final pair.
No, I just always like you to say the final word on the interview.
Make it
Oh
good.
dear.
Yeah.
I thought, what do you want me to say about the game?
Bye bye. Okay, then up next, I'm joined by George. Man, what a game, what performance. 4-1 win, fourth round of the FA Cup. Your thoughts?
What a brilliant game. Apart from the first 5 minutes of the second half.
Yes.
That was awful. But no, absolutely bossed it. Rotherham, who are you? Championship, team. Can we play every week, to be honest? But no, we looked really, really good. From the start, we really were putting the pressure on them. They did not like the intensity. And then Humphreys with that brilliant goal. I'm kind of happy that Chaplin slipped over now, because if he hadn't slipped over, it probably wouldn't have been a goal. But it was brilliant play there, and then start the second half. What was Gio doing? What was he doing? Just kick the ball.
Yeah.
And then he kicks the man. And when you try and defend a player for a penalty, but you can't. I was in that situation going, I can't defend him, but we conceded, and then we just absolutely kicked into gear.
Yeah.
Some brilliant goals. 2 penalties. We won 2 penalties. The first one was a little bit soft, but you don't hold
Take
him.
them, don't you? Take
Yeah,
them.
you got to take them. You can't hold him in the box. Big old Freddie Ladapo,
Yeah.
Fred again, and then Chaplin scored. And then what a brilliant goal by Ladapo. I semi-missed it, but he scored it. You know, Fred again, and then Burns to that penalty end. Absolutely brilliant. Now into the 4th round. Who knows what could happen next?
I'm just pleased. We haven't actually mentioned it yet. There's no replay. We're not having to Rotherham this
Yes.
season because when it went 1-1, I thought, here we go. But thankfully not. But who would you like in the 4th round, my friend?
Ooh, that is an interesting question. I want it to be home.
Yes.
I want it to be a Premier League side or Norwich. But that's only if they get through. But I don't preferably really want them to get through.
Yeah.
But that or a Premier League side here at home, let's sell this place out because I know there's 15,000 here today, but the goal stand looked a bit empty, didn't it? Yeah. Even though they had that one section open in some areas, you know, let's pack this place out. Let's get it rocking, make a day of it, really.
Definitely, mate. Bring it on. Cheers, bud. And finally, I'm joined by Matt Macon. Mate, it's been a great day. Weather-wise, it's been a bit rubbish, but enough of that. 4th round of the FA Cup. How's it feel?
Well, very enjoyable, to be honest with you. I was confident we'd pick up a win, but 4-1 I was not expecting 4-1. I wasn't expecting us to get 2 penalties, you know. I wasn't expecting us to get any more penalties at all this season, full stop, really, the way our luck's run. But I thought second half in particular we were really good. But overall, I thought we were the stronger team throughout. And really, let's face it, we would have had a clean sheet if it hadn't been for giving away a daft penalty so soon after the second half started. I was in the West Stand today, sort of rather than my usual seat, so I didn't really have a great angle on what happened there, but it seems that Keogh played himself into a little bit of trouble. I'll be interested to see how he managed that, because I couldn't quite tell from where I was. But you know, they've not really threatened from open play at any point. I thought Vlacky had a solid game in goal. Really can't fault him for conceding a penalty. They're always hard for keepers to save. And that's what 6, 7 of our regular starting 11 not starting today. I thought Cameron Humphreys was excellent again today. You know, he's got a goal. He's run the midfield with Evans really well. He's got really good vision. But I mean, it's difficult to pick a standout player today as well, isn't it?
Well, Cameron Humphreys, I think, is.
I think Cameron Humphreys, but even still, I think that the whole team performance was really quite good. We got the subs nailed on right. When we were 3-1 up, we took the game, we controlled it. We didn't get carried away, which is always the worry. You know, you think back to Charlton, where, you know, we went 4-2 up in injury time and kind of let emotions get the better of us, you know, and the team fed off the crowd and vice versa. But, you know, 3-1, and we're still attacking, and KV was doing well to burst in the box, you know, and he's been clipped just inside the area, get that second penalty, and I was thinking, Chappers has gone off now, who's gonna take it, and it upsets Wesley Burns, you know, and you love it. I love to say, I hate stuttery starts to penalties, and I just like to see a player run up, smash it down the middle, you know, keeper no chance there, you know, 4-1, and that ties it off quite nicely. But yeah, all around a really good performance. I know they're a bottom end Championship side and they're getting into a bit of trouble, but Rotherham have been a bogey team for us in League One and the Championship in the past. So, you know, they're not a pool. They are a pool-worn team in terms of signings, but they're not a pool-worn team in the way they set up, you know. And that's another monkey off our back. And what I will add, because I'm rambling now, is that it's the third game in a row where we've sort of come back from some degree of a setback. You know, Pompey, we came back twice from being behind. Obviously, came back from being behind against Lincoln on the New Year's bank holiday. And again, you think, we can see that penalty in the way we do at the start of the second half. And you know, here we go again. You know, Rotherham gets a bit of momentum, and we went, right, okay, we're just going to dust ourselves off. It's a silly penalty, but it's done, and we got going, and we were knocking on the door long before getting that penalty, you know, and then all of a sudden we're just away, and I mean, full credit to Freddie the Dapo for picking that ball out of the air and sort of getting it around the keeper, but fair play, Kyle Edwards, who's come off the bench, that's a hell of a ball over, so just, hopefully, and that's some good momentum going into
the big one.
Into the big one next weekend. You know, Plymouth haven't had a good result. I think last time I checked it was 0-0. They'd had Joe Edwards sent off. They'd had somebody else stretchered off, I think. You know, so it's it's hopefully that sort of momentum us. You know, there's only a 7-point gap rather than 9. You know, hopefully Wickham will do us a favour and take some points off Sheffield Wednesday next weekend. And you know, then we're back in the top 2, and sort of you're back in the hunt. You're only 4 points behind the leaders. You're a point ahead of third. So yeah, feeling a lot more upbeat than I was after the Lincoln game.
Definitely, mate. And one more question I've asked everyone else: who do you want in the 4th round? The draw is on Monday evening. I'm going to do a live stream, so tune into that. Hopefully, when that last ball out of the hat and we get some rubbish. But who do you want, Matt?
I mean, top end Championship side or a lower mid-table end Premier League side. Another home draw would be good.
Yeah.
You know, I think hopefully we can open up more of the ground than we've opened up today. It's 15,000 there, you know, which is not bad for an FA Cup, but it kind of had echoes of sort of the Championship under Mick. Really, you know, traffic's clearing out already. It's a bit like the old days. But yeah, so another home draw against sort of like, you know, one of your mid-table Premier League teams, your Brentford, your Brighton, something like that maybe. I mean, the dream would always be to get one of the top Premier League teams away. It's always a good day out, but I'd like another home tie, maybe a Championship tie, something that's maybe eminently winnable.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it. Well, thank you very much for watching Game Day. Lee just butchered the outro there. Oh my God. Goodbye, everybody.